What is going on, you guys? So today I'm going to be doing an oil change on my S2000, and then hopefully parts will be coming in soon for the S2000. I started ordering the parts before I even got the car, and then it's amazing that I guess FedEx and everything takes forever nowadays with the whole pandemic and everything for shipping, so stay tuned with that. But anyways, I'm gonna open the garage, take the S2000 out, but first I gotta remove the STI first so that I can back the S2000 out. Let's get to it. So I guess I might as well do a cold start for the boys, right? A little bit of smokage, but it's alright. Nothing, just been sitting for like a little bit. Other than that, I'm gonna let it warm up, do this thing, and then now I'm just gonna back up the STI real quick. Give me a second. Alrighty, you guys, so the S2000 is in the right place and everything, and pretty much what I did was, I'll show you what I did so that you have an idea. I drove on to some like low profile ramps just so I can get the jack underneath the car. And then I also put in chucks on both sides so that the car doesn't roll back while I'm doing that. This is the jack I'm using. It's a Harbor Freight jack. This is fine. However, I'm using Craftsman's jack stand, so anytime anybody asks questions, I'm using Craftsman's. I have an old mat right there from my old car from the Scion, so I can just lie on there. And this right here will be, this is the filter right here. I'll link it in the description so that you know they get the right filter for the S2000 for the AP2, okay? Anyways, let me get to it to jacking up the car. If you look at the car, everything is super duper clean. Just minor like grease and stuff like that from dressings and stuff like that. Other than that, it's pretty tip-top shape and clean. You can look at the filter right there. There's the filter right there. It's on a horizontal versus the other car, which is a vertical. That looks super fresh. Like the oil has been changed already, but I'm gonna do it anyways, just for peace of mind. On the cap itself, just make sure you crack the cap first to make sure that it's not stuck. And then on top of the cap, it tells you what type of oil you use. So you have the 10W30, so I have that. Other than that, let's get to it. I'm going to jack the car up real quick, put on jack stands, and then get the ball rolling on the oil change. Alright, so I'm underneath the car, and judging by where the bolt is for the oil pan, here's the oil pan itself right here. If I can see, there it is. And then this bolt right here, where it says engine oil, there's an arrow right here that shows you where it is. This is a 17, so pretty much just get either an open wrench, or you can get a ratchet with a 17, get a 3/8 or something, and then crack it open. So I'm just going to crack it open really quick here. See if I can just put it there. Alright, so judging by where the oil pan is, let me try to put the tripod down here. Okay, judging by where the oil pan is, this right here, if you look on, this is the oil pan right here. Right here it says engine oil, if you can see it. If not, just take my word for it. There's an actual arrow indicator where the bolt is. This is the bolt right here for the actual engine oil. It is a 17 millimeter, so you gotta just make sure that you have enough leverage since you're under jack stands and everything and on the ground. I just cracked it open a little bit, but it needed a little bit of oomph to get it off. And then pretty much make sure it's lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay, so just break it free. Once it's free, then you can put your drain pan underneath it and get ready to drain the oil. I'm just gonna back the camera up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't splash on the camera here. I can fix the tripod here. Give me a second. There we go. Let's see. There we go. I have a long drain pan, so hopefully it catches everything and then I don't make a mess out of here. Just prepare for like the splash. I usually try to carry up a little bit so that it's not too far off the ground. And then get ready to just pull the bolt out. There you go. That oil looks really dirty. I did drive from Dallas all the way up here, so it's to be expected. Oop, a bit of a splash. There we go. And as that is draining, I'm gonna inspect the bolt and everything, make sure everything's good, and then try to eyeball where the oil filter is, and I can see it's just like right there, right next to where this drain bolt is. It's literally a couple inches above. Let's see. This looks pretty good. There's no shavings on it or anything. Oil isn't too bad. Just judging it right now. I've seen worse. While you're down here, you might as well inspect everything else to see if anything is like broken or needs to be changed. But everything else in general looks pretty good. Once it starts slowing down, then you can try to reach for the oil filter and try to turn it off. Just be careful. If you have a warm car, it could be very hot. Slowly, once it starts finish dripping, just be careful. You can slowly start unscrewing the oil filter. Just make sure when you take out the oil filter, this rubber ring comes out too with it, because you don't want to put a new filter on it and then this rubber ring is still on top of the where the oil filter mounts to, because then you'll have probably a pretty significant oil leak, and then that's not a good thing. It's better to double check it than to replace a motor. Around. since that's where the oil filter mounts to, it kind of goes to the side of the motor a little bit. It might hit the side of the motor, so just keep an eye on it. Just make sure that it's not dripping anywhere that it makes you get alarmed that there's an oil leak or something. Try your best to try to keep everything nice and clean so that in case you have to inspect something, you know that there's a new leak or something. Alright, so after the oil has drained and everything, you can then start putting the bolt back in. So make sure you have the washer in place. The washer's already in place right there. Hand tight it as usual. Make sure there's no issues because you don't want to strip threads. This is an aluminum oil pan, so threads get stripped pretty easily. And then just make sure when you order the Honda S2000 oil filter, make sure you ask them, can you get the washer too? Alright, and then now just get the new oil. I've always run with Castrol, so I'm just gonna keep running Castrol with all my cars. It's going to be interesting because since the oil filter sits kind of horizontal, normally I try to fill a little bit of oil into the oil filter, so this is going to be interesting trying to not have it tip over and then spill everywhere. So I'm going to try my best. In there, hopefully it doesn't leak out. Let's give it a shot here. Okay, so I'll actually wipe that drain. This a little bit. I'm gonna move this a little bit so I can have a little bit more view. There we go. Make sure you just wipe all the oil residue and everything. There we go. Is it leaking? Nope. Great. Okay. And then just make sure you tighten this drain bolt down too, so that give it like a little bit of a light tap. So where is that? Okay. And there it is. So you pretty much just put a new washer in, make sure this is tight, and also make sure the oil filter is tight. And now it's gonna go up top of the motor, and then we'll just start filling the oil. Stop real quick. Alright, so once the car is down and everything, I lower the car and everything, took off all jacks. Still on the ramp, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill it up real quick a little bit at a time, and then goes from there. See how much it takes. Normally it says it takes 5.1 quarts, so we'll play it by ear and see how much it is from there. Dipstick, wipe it clean. You see where the marking is. Looks like it's still not enough. After you run the car for 10 seconds, you want to check it. And looks like right on the money. You want to get it between the high and the low mark. Alright, after you get it between the high and the low mark, and that's pretty much it for the oil change. It's pretty simple. Anyone can do it. Just take your time and everything. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If you liked my tutorial, please subscribe and smash that like button and notification bell so that you can get notification that my next tutorial, what I'm going to do to the S2000. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a nice day.